And we're hoping this red tide gets out of here for good, too, but it hasn't done so. It's still there. As far as the effects go, it's being blown off because of those east winds. We heard that earlier. Those east winds are going to continue, too. We had the east winds prior to Gordon. They just kind of strengthened yesterday, which kind of helped matters out. Let's go and show you what's been happening here. Sarasota Bay webcam. Boy, some big storms have been firing up. What appears to be a convergence band setting up right over west central Florida. We had more rain today than we had with Gordon, actually, as it moved on by. But the rain has been periodically moving through pretty quickly, too, moving to the northwest, right on into Gordon at around 20 miles an hour. There it is, the deep convection associated with it now mainly to the north and to the center, although we are starting to see some wraparound and some storms developing even to the northwest of the center, which is right there clearly defined by the radar. As it gets close enough to the coast, the radar takes over as far as finding where that center is, and you can see it spinning right there with the wraparound starting to occur, so it has a little opportunity to become a hurricane. All it would have to do is gain strength up to 5 miles an hour, but the interaction with land already may inhibit that from developing, but it still has a chance over the waters for the next 4 hours or so before it makes official landfall sometime late tonight or on into Wednesday morning. We've had some big storms here firing up right along the immediate coastline. They've been moving off to the northwest. They're starting to move on out of Sarasota for this matter, and then moving on into Anna Maria Island, although it is weakening there somewhat. Was much stronger down in Sarasota, but you can see that heavy rain north end of Longboat Key near Cortez. Still some lightning strikes out there, and then another band developing well inland, pushing off toward the northwest. So I expect more scattered storms to develop over the next couple of hours as we move through time tonight. And then by, say, 9, 10 o'clock, most of the action should be over. Big line of storms just offshore of Venice, stretching southward down into Englewood and just off near Rotunda. This moving off to the northwest, so it may clip Englewood here in just a little bit. But there's that other band trying to develop, which will probably feed and start developing further off to the southeast. Forecast model says most of the activity over by 9. We'll see a little less action tomorrow, some chance for a few showers. They'll be around, but not nearly as wide a coverage as we've seen. Well, back on Thursday, we'll start to get more scattered showers and storms developing in the afternoon and evening, and those will have a tendency to be a little bit stronger. Well, out in the Atlantic, we continue to watch Florence. Florence, the top winds at 85 miles an hour. It's moving off to the west-northwest right now, and most of the models starting to come into agreement that it's going to move to the northwest. Some were hinting, even the European, that it may stay on a westerly course and have an impact on the United States in about 10 days from now. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. We'll keep an eye on it for you, but right now things are looking a little bit better as far as Florence is concerned, and we are expecting this system to continue on this northwesterly course. It will get down to a tropical storm, then back up possibly to a hurricane just to the east of Bermuda in 5 days from now. There's another system. This is the peak. We're getting close to the actual peak, which is the 10th of this month. This has an 80% chance developing and moving off to the west-northwest. The next named storm will be Helene, and there's one behind it even as well. Look at the European model. This is Florence. This is what could be the next tropical named storm. Then there's another one behind it. This is just over the next week or so. This is the 10th, and then there's another one behind it. Good news is that all these are out in the Atlantic if they develop at all. We have a long time to watch them. Currently, it's raining at the airport, 77. And as far as the high goes, it was a hot one today, 92 degrees, and our average high at 89. So for boaters tomorrow, east winds at 10 knots. It'll try to switch around to the northeast at 5 knots in the afternoon. Seas running 1 to 2 feet with a light chop out there in the bays and inland waters. So a 40% chance for showers and storms tomorrow afternoon. Not as many, and the chances aren't all that great. They really pick up, though, Thursday. We'll stay with that east wind, too, all the way through the weekend and beyond, with a good chance for afternoon showers and storms. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Bob.